Hi, I'm Debbie from Simply Special Crafts. Today we're going to continue with The Snow is Falling from Hunkydory Crafts. If you're enjoying these videos, please be sure that you follow our YouTube channel. And if you would like to be notified of when new videos are available, click on that little bell icon. Here's Christmas on the Coast. This one's called See You at Christmas, S-E-A-U at Christmas. And for those who celebrate Christmas on the coast or just love the coast as I do, it's a perfect set. We have a lighthouse. In fact, we have a lighthouse in this one, we have a lighthouse in this one, and we actually have a lighthouse in this one and this one. So lots of nice lighthouses on here. A little boat in the foreground with a foamy ocean. Very, very pretty. All in nice shades of blue and silver. We've got, you think this is a sandy beach here? Is the boat up on the beach? It kind of looks like it might be here, huh? What do you think?
Nope.
Nope, you think he's still in the water?
Yep.
I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got the lighthouse in the background there. Little mini scene over here to the left. I like the foiling on this with all the snowflakes being silver foiled. And then we've got this one. It's almost an Art Deco wave on the edges of this one. And then the kind of sideways pinstripe, diagonal pinstripe on this one with the little bits of snow. Pretty and interesting patterns. Let's see what we did with these. Start here with this one. This is a little 5x5 gatefold card. Now we've talked about this, but let's talk again about how to build a gatefold because we don't always have these 5x5s in-house. What you're going to do to build a gatefold card is you're going to cut a piece of your adorable scoreable that is 5 inches wide by 10 inches long, scored at 2.5 inches, measure and score at 2.5 inches so that they fold in and meet at the center. It's a really simple card to make, and we'll get them back in stock again as soon as we can, but we can't always get these, so if we don't have them in stock, it's a really easy make. Okay, on this one I have cut a 2 and probably 2¼ inch piece of my background paper and covered most of this flap, and then I added a 1/4 inch strip of that kind of modern wave to the outside just because I wanted to add a little more color to it. And I did exactly the same thing on this side, 2 1/4 little 1/4 inch strip of that wavy pattern. And just for fun, I put my topper on here at an angle, which is fun because it was, you know, if you look at it straight on, the boat actually looks like it may have been tilting a little bit the way it was sitting. Whether that's the water or the sand, I'm not sure, but the way it was sitting, it was tilting a little bit, so you actually end up having a neat angle on the boat when it's at an angle like that. And the other thing I want to talk about briefly is, you've seen this before, but let me remind you, a lot of times when I'm doing a gatefold card or a card where stuff is going to hang off the edge, unless I'm doing a fancy closure or something, I will build that up on a piece of cardstock and just cut around it so that I have a nice firm piece that's coming out over the edge. And that's what I've done here. This was a 3-piece frame set, so I broke this and actually I put the 2 outer pieces, I secured those directly, and in this case I just put the center one up on some foam squares, added a little iridescent snowflake, and I love the way that looks. Inside, matching insert paper, thinking of you at Christmas time. A cute, easy little card. Very cute. Okay, next up, I have used this piece here. This is a 4x6 card. And I haven't done much to this. I like this one, just the way it turned out though. On this one, I added my cardstock to my 4x6, my A6 card, which is roughly 4x6. I added a border strip here, And then I took my leftovers from my border strip and I cut 2 little flags, just notched them out a little bit in that ribbon and hung those down just because I kind of liked what it did for that corner. Added my Merry Christmas greeting that I cut out from my Use Distinctively dies. And I just didn't think it needed any more than that. I thought it was very pretty just like that. On the inside, matching insert paper and all the best for the new year. That's it. That was cute. Next up, I used my largest topper, and this one I just used from here. Cut it right from there. Covered my 5x7 card. I glued the 2 outside frames flush to my card. Put my inside frame up on my inside topper up on some foam squares. I added my little Santa Claus button there. And then, just for fun, I have kind of a big snowflake peeking out from under that Santa. It just needed a little something extra, so I stuck a snowflake peeking out under there, and I really liked the way that turned out. And that's all I did to it. On the inside, matching insert paper. I think this ends up being kind of a nice masculine card. You can't hear Bryce, but he's shaking his head. Yes, he agrees, a nice masculine card. And this one I did something kind of fun too. We had those really narrow strips, and I wanted to do something with those, and I thought by this point in time you guys might be getting a little weary of the fact that I was cutting so many of my side step, center step cards. I decided to do something a little different. In this case, I cut half of my face of my card away, and I used this little topper right here. Merry Christmas from Across the Miles. I added 2 little border strips. Now if you notice, these 2 little border strips are actually throwaway pieces. They come from here. See that? It comes from here. And probably, let's see, one of these outside strips. So never throw those away until you're done, because you never know when you're going to be able to use those. And then I put my other tall, narrow one inside my card. Sent with love and best wishes, which really still matched that nice sentiment. Merry Christmas from Across the Miles, sent with love and best wishes. And I used my third moderately small topper on the inside with the picture of the lighthouse. And again, I just continued my borders on the inside. Now this background is done on a piece of my matching insert paper. I tried to kind of match it up so that the skyline was in about the same place. And added a couple of little snowflakes, and didn't that turn out cute? Now you could either write here, or you could flip it over and write on the back. You might just sign your name here and then make your message if you want to make one on the back of the card. But I really, really like the way this one turned out. It was a fun use for 3 toppers. And even though these patterns don't match exactly, the color and tone of the toppers match, so I could pull it off, putting those little narrow toppers together. I hope you like that. I like this one a lot. I thought that was a lot of fun. This has been the See You at Christmas from the Snow is Falling set in Hunkydory Crafts. I'm Debbie from Simply Special Crafts, and we'll see you next time.